Today we're going to be talking about the Ferretti Yachts 1000, Ferretti's new flagship model, and actually the biggest yacht ever to come out of the Italian shipyard. The 100-foot market gets pretty competitive with some very big players all fighting for the throne. So let's take a look at what sets this yacht apart from the rest, shall we?
Having had a look at some of Ferretti's big competitors within the 100-foot bracket, space seems to me as the biggest fighting feature. And on the Ferretti 1000, they've managed to open up some pretty impressive spaces. With that in mind, there really is no better place for me to start than at the beach club. This idea of separating the beach club from the aft deck frees up a lot more space, allowing the owner a much greater freedom of use. As you make your way down, you pass through some glass gates down onto a sort of staircase where you can put these really fun little seats. I love these, such a creative yet simple way to make an extra seating area. Another interesting feature here which I really like, which Ferretti have actually patented, is this swimming platform. It's hard to see from the photo, but as the platform lowers down into the water, two sets of stairs actually come down with it, meaning that you don't have to elegantly pull yourself up and flop on board. We often hear people talking about blurring the interior with the exterior, and it might sound like a way of romanticizing the obvious, but in reality it is a very appealing idea. Surrounded by full-height windows, the Ferretti 1000 can be completely opened up on each side. The lounge area literally becomes a part of the exterior, no less as you step out from the glass entrance straight onto the seafront. Here the lounge area also features an electric panel, revealing a bar and joining it into the galley. While continuing to separate the flows, the wheelhouse is connected to the crew quarters as well as the galley below. But what's interesting about what they've done here is that the wheelhouse is actually on a raised platform, meaning that the entire forward area could be used for the owner's cabin, allowing the space for a full beam bathroom to an already very spacious cabin. Below deck, of course, there's even more big spaces, with 4 very large guest cabins, all doubles with en-suites, as well as a very well-appointed crew quarters. It really does seem like the crew would be very happy working on board the Ferretti 1000. Following 2 sets of stairs from the aft deck up to the flybridge, Ferretti have completely rethought the layout of their guest and crew flows. Owners and guests really can make the most of these great deck spaces and total privacy. This is undeniably thanks to the wide body setup, which moves the gangways from the main deck up to the flybridge, connecting it to a surprisingly spacious foredeck. This not only looks like it would be a comfortable place to relax and a bit of privacy, but I'm sure that it'll be very well appreciated by the crew when it comes to anchorage. The exterior of the Ferretti 1000 stays generally very much in line with the other models in this range. What is new, however, is the use of carbon fibre in the superstructure and the hardtop. This is actually a first for Ferretti. An interesting feature now on the interior is the possibility of having 2 different styles, classic and contemporary. Neither are too over the top, keeping the atmosphere comfortable and authentic. This idea of creating 2 different moods, trying to connect with people on a much more personal level, is very much in line with Ferretti's new Just Like Home campaign, which actually won the Media Key Award earlier this October. This principle by Idea Italia to have 2 different styles and to connect with the owner in a much more intimate language, it makes sense to me. And don't get me wrong, as beautiful as these yachts are, I never really feel like they're particularly homely. I suppose at the end of the day, this is very much up to taste and opinion.
When breaking the mold of something that is tried and tested and successfully, I can't imagine it to be an easy job. I mean, if something ain't broke, don't fix it. Isn't that what they say? And to be honest, I think Ferretti really has done a great job in finding new solutions to problems such as guest flows and making the most of the space that they're given. And with that in mind, I'm sure she'll be a great success in the charter world. It's funny, ever since my childhood, I've admired yachts. But this idea of finding out how one differentiates from the other when there are so many similarities is still very new to me. And it's exciting because I'm starting to form a better idea of the industry in my head. The things that the market responds well to, the things that I know I'd appreciate, but also probably most importantly, the things that the market doesn't respond well to. Anyway, thank you for all the supportive comments and even the not so supportive comments, but it's good to get some feedback for me to build on. So thank you.